Well, hello folks. I just found out I wasn't 100% ready to go. And well, we just went into an ad break here. So I'm going to take a couple quick seconds here, get something lined up that I totally missed. Don't know how I did it, and I'm going to be really mad if I did, and I stalled like this. Hang on a second, folks. It has been, well, it's been a normal day in the house. And I hope your Thursday, Friday Eve is going better. And download. All right, and let me work my magic over here. All right, there we go. Now we got things lined up. My apologies for all of that, folks. Wow, that one caught me off guard. Sorry, not the start of the stream, just what I hadn't done. Because what we did in the interim, why we're late, it's been a chaotic day for me. I, we'll talk about it, maybe, if not offline. It's just, wow. But anyway, we're up, we're going, and as you can see, we've got a pretty decent slate ahead of you. Little aircraft change overnight, so I hope it doesn't upset too many. All right, so well, let's just step outside. It should be quiet, and it is. Reason being, we are ready to go, believe it or not, folks. We have the ZIBO, and I'm going to be a little impartial here, folks, or a little partial, however you want to say it. I believe you're looking at the very best flight sim offers in a 737. I'm not even going to say some other words because that helps make it the best too. You're getting the same quality you get with the major producer over in the other sim, PMDG, for definitely not the cost. It is by far the best. Now, there, I'm sure you'll pull out, well, we can do this, this, and this. That's fine. But can you do it for free? Yeah, intentional. Let that sit there for a second. This aircraft is free, folks, for the cost of admission to X-Plane 12. You can't say that with the other because you've already lost an arm and a leg just to get the admission into that sim. Then the other arm and leg goes to pay for PMDG. And I am not going to deny they have high quality, folks. They do. I don't know about the sim itself, but high quality is in PMDG. But I think better quality is found over here in ZIBO. I think you get a heck of a lot more bang for your buck here. Okay, you never spent a buck, but you get the point. So I am very partial to this aircraft, folks. Very well done aircraft. Unbelievable the fact that it's free, but it's gonna knock your socks off, folks. It's got features the other doesn't. You got to pay for this and pay for that. It's kind of the mantra of Microsoft: pay for this, pay for this. Wait a minute, that little pixel right down there in the bottom of your screen, yeah, you got to pay for that too. So, um, kind of why I left. And if believe me, I told Hawker 125 this on air. If I could leave Microsoft completely, I would. Gotten way too big for their britches. They did that in 2008, finally broke away in 2020. Now I just need to cut ties completely with them. So, um, yeah, not a great company, folks. You'll find out. Anyway, maybe you got to care first to find out. That's the problem. So, um, so let's get this show on the road. I know I don't like starting off hammering at the other sim. I don't know if it's so much the other sim I'm hammering at as the mother company. So that's where my major problem is with that sim, the big company. So, all right. So ZIBO is sitting on the line here, Austin, Texas, folks. We're going to do a super long haul. That's right, super long haul. New term for me. Um, we're going to Dallas. I hope you all see the humor in that. If you don't, let me help fill the pieces in. The flight itself is only 190 miles. Actually, I was kind of shocked it was that far. I didn't expect. I should have, because it was like about 6 hours, 5 hours to San Antonio driving. So I should have. I just didn't think it. All right, so let's crawl up here, and you're all going to go, "Whoa, yeah, looks pretty similar." You know, it's pretty tough for 737s to 737. But in the sim world, what does it give you? So the only thing I really haven't done.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Okay. And I think we're ready to go, folks. And I think I hear the little munchkin. All right, folks. So we're going to have the cadet. Azole F915. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, sir. We appreciate you coming aboard. All right. Not used to this, folks. We're ready to go. Let's do a quick pre-flight. Take a look at what we have in store for you on this leg. We're going to build the next leg in Dallas. Oh, I hate when I do that. Did I get it right? Yeah. Accidentally clicked it on my OBS to where I could move it around. Okay. All right, so we are loaded up here, folks, with 128 people, 7,000 pounds of cargo, 29,000, call it 500 pounds of payload. They threw 10,000 pounds of fuel in us, like I said, super long haul, so that we can fly the Oli 3 FORSS direct GUTZZ SOC 4 arrival. Both airports in North Ops, 28,000 feet. Weather, north wind at 13, 10 miles visibility, and it's overcast at 15. 100 feet. So, folks, if you're going to look for instrument places to fly, Texas is the place to be. Because when we look to the north at Dallas, winds are also northwesterly at 6. We got a scattered deck to deal with at 1,300 feet and 2,600 feet. Excuse me, folks. Oh, my goodness. And overcast at 4,200 feet. So not so much the bad weather there. The bad weather is more to the coastline. There looked like a pretty big storm system pulled through, headed towards the Florida beaches. All right, and that pretty much calls it. We are on the line already, folks. And CTAF for today's flight out of Austin, at least, is 121. By the way, we have that already dialed in. Auto ATC has already gave us our squawk, 6653. And we're ready to go. I'll be right back. Alright, folks, I heard a loud scream. I knew the CEO was going back to check on her. I just wanted to see what the heck going on. It's because Nana told her she took a very bad nap. So, alright, so let's get this firecracker going, shall we? Um, Better push back first.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
You really don't want to know that. Hang on, let me try that again. I accidentally clicked it when I didn't want to.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, so let's finish up the checklist while the tug comes into play, and we'll go from there. All right, so fuels on, APUs on, seatbelts. We'll go ahead and welcome aboard our guests.
Ladies and gentlemen, front flight deck, we'd like to add our welcome board. Anticipate possibly some light bumps or some choppy air as we climb out. As a precaution, keep our flight attendants seated for a few minutes. Make sure we know, what that ride's going to be like before they get up. Also appreciate it if everyone would remain in their seats
all doors
during
and
that time.
hatches are closed.
Thanks for being with us today.
All right. Get in the middle here. That's our first officer just exacerbated where we're headed.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Oh, we never finished this page. My bad. Next page. Back. Okay. Flaps out of here is going to be 5. $139, $141, $140. I like their numbers better. Bear with me, folks. I was in the middle of this, something came up, and I totally forgot to put in our speeds. 141. And 149. These are all coming from SimBrief, by the way, folks. Turn that off, and we're ready to go there. Now all I gotta do... Oh, I get... And the barometric pressure here, 3005. All right, 159.3. Okay, everything's set. Flight director's on, and here we go. Austin traffic, American 795, pushing back, stand 23.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, folks, to start engines, the big thing is you got to turn the packs on. I end up going ahead turning on my fuel pumps. Even though ZIBO will start without them, it's you know, just good practice. TOLUS won't. Or it gives you nasty errors. Okay, engine 2 cranking up. She's all loud and stuff with Nana. Turns to me, goes, eh. A little squeak. I'm not in trouble. Amazing what 5-month-olds get away with. That's right. If she wasn't cute, she'd be in trouble. I know, I'm already in trouble, but my second house is a dog house, so I'm used to it. Alright folks, we're already pushing back, so I hope y'all are ready. This is only about an hour flight, so be surprised. Okay, there's 17. And if you were looking for our normal cold and dark startup, somewhat will be up in Dallas.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Yeah, she's a little cranky. Definitely on the little cranky side there, Azul. Welcome again. Welcome in, sir. Hope you're ready. Alright, we got the engine up and running. And we'll get that generator on. Oh. Okay, just like our other side of the house, the housing is very difficult to get to your yaw damper switch here. Those of you from the other world should know that already.
Has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Thanks for flying with Mike. By the way, Better Pushback is a free utility, and it is a much better pushback than default. And by the way, folks, it is September. I'll give you the lowdown in the chat, but basically, folks, you get 25% off your first month subs. If you should want to do 3 months, you also get 25 months off and 30% off 6 months. If you like stuff in the Twitch loot cave, 20% off using the Twitch sub 20 discount code. So love for you to come aboard supporting us. We'd love to have subscriptions. We also love for y'all to follow us. Either way, following is free, subscribing has the rates. One thing you don't get with following, you do with subscribing, and that is ad-free viewing. And I have bumped up the length of ads in an hour. So trying to help kick a little revenue into flying with Mike, especially during these lean months when I'm out of a job. So hopefully we'll find something here soon. But in the meantime, we had to bump up that. So, all right. So with that, let's continue on. Yeah, I figured I'd deliver it now with the door closed, pressurized, ready to go. You can't get out. Make sure our packs are on. They are indeed. Okay. All right. So taxi, set flaps 5. Oop, that's flaps 2. There we go. RTO. And we are ready to taxi. Okay, everything's good up there. Let's go. Austin, traffic, American 795, taxi to 36 right. Weather radar coming on. Don't think we have anything to deal with just yet, folks. But you never know. Train's on. Little bit of a taxi here, folks. So I hope your week has gone well, folks, as we make our way out to 36 right. It's Friday Eve in my book. Some of you, it's already Friday. So welcome to the weekend, folks. We made it. All right, let me just do a quick... All right, any questions, comments you have, folks, please. I'm doing my best to watch the chat today. I may miss it, especially when we get engrossed into the takeoff. I'm going to warn you ahead of time, I'm more procedure type person than entertainer. So, although we try to combine the two, it fails all the time. Alright, and the cadet is getting very cranky in the back, so we're pretty much ready for takeoff. Let me just make sure engine starts to constraints. I'm sorry, to continues. ATC, let's get our transponder up and going full ATC to Terra. And blank out the lower one. Okay. Finally, RNAV, LNAV on. Austin traffic, American 795 will be ready and departing 36 right when we get there. Roger, clear for takeoff 36 right. Direct Walmart. And you all think we didn't shop at Walmart. Huh? Let me have it. Let me have it. Well, didn't you say 2 ounces was what was last? When I get airborne, I got questions for you. Yes, the stream is listening in. Alright, folks, there's the end of the runway. We're clear for takeoff. What's up? Oh. Full-length departure, folks. Austin traffic's American 795's departing 36 right. Alright folks, here we go. Punch it up to 60%, looks good. Gear coming up. All right, we'll go direct Walmart. That's not very inviting here. Why aren't we turning? Oh, you know why? Autopilot. Auto isn't engaged. Auto, engage. All right, folks, so we are climbing away. All right, let's get the camera turned on at the door, and we'll continue our way out, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Airborne in 36 minutes or so. All right, Dallas is... you know what? Let me click here and this one and go with Elevatech. Elevatech, folks, is a new type of flight tracking system like analogous to Volanta and SimToolkit. I still lean heavily to SimToolkit, but I'm giving it an honest evaluation as an alpha tester. It's got some really nice stuff in it currently, but it's a long way to go. So I'm kind of curious where they're going to end up with it. My biggest hope, they keep it free, just like SimToolkit is. I actually got in a little argument with someone saying the SimToolkit isn't. And folks, please tell me. And I asked him, well, where is it? He couldn't find it. There is, that I know of, nothing that you pay for with SimToolkit. Oh, of course, like everyone will take donations, but there's nothing to pay for like Volanta. Volanta has a lot of payware in it. You may, for the basics, get just the basics, but if you want any of the stuff it's capable of, you got to pay for it, folks. And that's where I parted ways with them. Yeah, a little bit of a cheapskate, if you will. A lot of flight simmers are. We're kind of tired of being nickeled and dimed, and not for the greatest stuff. So each sim has their companies like that. So we're giving it an honest assessment. We'll see. I really don't know yet how I want to show it off, other than just, you know, the base, because really, when you boil it down, you don't have all the tools in the toolbox of SimToolkit yet in place in this Elevatech, but it is a really, really good platforms so far. Where I find some toolkit excelling, all of them, is their landing analysis. Not only do you get the metrics, where I think in version 1, when I first came into alpha testing with them, they had like bar graphs or graphs of some kind. Okay, those are great. But to actually see where you landed with the metrics helps. At least me. Now, I may be the only one out there it helps. I got a feeling if there's at least one, there's another, and another, and another. So it helped me a lot with, okay, why am I doing this? Well, I have the airplane all over the place. I learned that with what comes with X-Plane's replay feature. Watching it come in. I don't have to start a program where I want to start the replays. It's already built in. I can go back and see, why was that takeoff so horrible? Roll it all the way back. You're not limited with the replay feature here. So, again, we don't have to download all of this stuff that others have to, and eventually could become payware. With every download is that chance. So again, cost of admission to X-Plane 12, which is still far cheaper than the counterpart, is amazing what you get with it. So we are through 24,000, about to hit top climb. I am going to go ahead, let our flight attendants, we're going to let people out of their chairs, stretch their legs real quick, use restrooms. And of course, American wants to make money. Sell liquor. All right, we are very close to top of climb. All right, and with that, we're also close to top of descent, folks. On a 190-mile flight, it does not take long to pass top of climb to top of descent.
Thousand to go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we're leveled to our initial cruise altitude, expecting a fairly smooth ride today. We have the seatbelt sign turned off, and while you're seated, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened about you at all times in case we encounter unexpected bumpy air. And we do thank you for flying with us on American.
All right, let's find out. We got 50 miles, folks. Okay, we are coming up to GUTZZ and entering GUTZZ, entering the Shrimp 3 arrival. $11,000 at RJ. Got it. All right. Let me just get over here to sim brief real quick. Okay, we're looking at 8,100 feet of runway with what kind of braking? 1. Okay, we'll go with it. Set brake 1. Actually, set brake 2. Reverse speeds for today. Approach 144. All right. Went right by it. There we go. Okay, wind 020. Outside air temperature 27. And QNH. Estimating the landing weight 127. Go. 144. Okay, so 139 touchdown. And brakes 1 is going to take us to here, backing us off. So a little past the halfway mark. So pretty good. All right. $11,000. Okay. And folks, we are about to land. As we come over GUTZZ, okay, we're turning to 003. And I do try to keep this as close as I can. You never know, folks, when you're going to come across that FMC issue where either you just put it in and it turns you around to the fix behind you, several, tens of miles behind you, and you can't figure out, why is my airplane turning? If you click heading select here, you'll come back to your heading, granted not directly on course, then adjust to what you want to do. So I think the first officer would like to sit in the cockpit for a little bit. Would you like that? Come here. How are you? Ooh, look at all of that. Yeah, we're going to give it to the first officer for a minute. So, folks, if you might want to put your seatbelts on, tray tables up, pray. She takes the controls. She's only 5 months old. I mean, come on. These airplanes aren't that complicated anymore. Oh, I got hit. I got slimed. I got slimed. Goes on you. Ew. Ew. Alright, folks, couple of ways to make it descend. What I like to do is just click descent, especially when I have the first officer right here in the cockpit. Yeah, you just can't get good help over there, so we push the button for him. That's about 10 miles. Let's start down. Get on Unicom. I never came off Unicom. Yeah, I had to cough too. And sorry, folks, for coughing in your ears like that. Okay. Are you flying in your airplane there, Miss Lily? She wants the controls. These first officers these days. Yeah, you. Kicking away. Oh, yeah. Now, the funny thing here, folks, she loves sitting here with the airplane in front of her. I hand her to my wife and their spreadsheets. Oh, she hates that. Oh. And to the chat room, if there are messages, my apologies. I have the approach plate up in front of me and a 5-month-old. So we'll get to the chat here as we can. All right, hang on, folks. I'll be right back. Dallas traffic, American 795, 12-mile final, 36 left.
Thousand to go.
KDFW, we're going around.
Four over traffic, American 1055, pushing back, stand, Delta 16.
Alright folks, we're back. It's total chaos here. So bear with me as I regroup for this approach. Should have been on the ground parking, and it is what it is. And American 795 were left downwind, 3-6 left. By the way, folks, at DFW, this would not truly be an option. Just go around the pattern and come in. You would go out and resequence in.
Fort Worth traffic, American 1055, taxiing runway 36 right via Foxtrot.
And DFW traffic, American 795, second attempt, 36 left. Right runway. Whoops, sidestep.
Approaching minimums. 4 minimum. 300. 200. 100. 40. 20.
Fort Worth traffic with arrival on site, American 1055 is departing runway 36 right, Dallas.
And Fort Worth traffic, American 795 off 36 left, Echo 2.
Fort Worth traffic, American 1055 is airborne, passing 1500, last call.
Well, dang it. Okay, D18 is like right straight. Now let's turn. Alright folks, I want to apologize for not being on comms much. It has been extremely chaotic here, this, well, hence the go around. We're going to take a 5-minute break once we get into the gate, and we'll regroup, get ready to fly out to Florida. Make sure we don't run into that again. I hate this part, trying to figure out what's what here. Wait a minute, am I at the right one? Ah, that's why I'm at the wrong one. That's why it's so complicated. Trying to find D18. Should have hung a left in Albuquerque. Okay, still chaotic. Alright, after landing check. Sorry folks, that's how badly behind we are. Okay, radars off. Trim 4, that's good. Whoa. Still very difficult to find where we need to go, but it helps to start at the right building. I just misread that building, that's all. But it would be nice if there were gate numbers out here, but there's not, so improvise. I am going to take this one. Right or wrong, I'm taking it. Alright, welcome to Dallas, folks. Oh, what a flight. Oh my goodness. There was a camera inside here, folks. You'd have known all the chaos going on. Oh my gosh. Recovering some things in the cockpit here. All right, let me shut this thing down. Okay, we're on the EPU. Let me get the beacon back on. APU bleed is on. We're on the APU. All right, I hope you enjoyed, folks. Real quick recap here. Again, my apologies, a little frazzled. Okay, that's, see if I missed anything. Well, we at least landed 275 feet a minute according to SimBrief. Let's see what the airline got us at. 137, arrived, hey, we got stand D18, and everything looks good. Let's file that PIREP, good deal. Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and X out of that. Let's bring up Sim Toolkit real quick. Okay, again, it says 275 right there. Let's complete the flight. Okay. There we go. You can see our nice go-around. Actually, a pretty decent racetrack. Wow. All right, so anyway, you can get a good idea. We just did a racetrack, folks. Again, don't ever think real world you'd ever get that. Well, you know, I shouldn't ever, because they just might. Put you in a pattern like that. But a lot of times they're going to sequence you out back to a long distance run, because there's others that were behind you. Okay, it's a 1 hour flight we did. That's not bad. 165 miles, 1,800 kilograms of fuel, 1.5 Gs, 275 feet a minute at 139 knots. That's not bad. Now, this is the part, folks, you don't find with Mini. Okay, we can all... Oops, that was not me, folks. Could have been had I not gone around. But anyway, and that, by the way, folks, doesn't happen here much. I salvage it somehow. That time I knew I couldn't. But anyway, here's the metrics. Okay, we landed 1,400 feet down the runway. This part's not the greatest, 28 feet off, but we did. It was a good landing, good pitch, good roll, and the rest of the numbers. So you can kind of see this is where we try to touch it down at. Big marks you can see in the sky. We aim for that to land at, and you can see, for the most part. Well, some of this is so they can get further down to better exits. Okay, why do we have an aircraft like right on top of us? Very close. Big old 380. All right, so there you have it, folks. Pretty good flight overall.
Fort Worth traffic, American 04, 27 miles out, about 36 left.
Alright, so like I said and promised, we are going to take that little bit of a break, and we'll be right back. Just bear with me, will you? It's really being a rough day. I know some had that yesterday, so it's caught up with me today. So friends, I'll be right back. Let me get rid of Sim Toolkit. Disconnect. All right, and we shall return.